What's up YouTube, Dale here for Zephyr Wargames, introducing you to our brand new channel, and that is Zephyr Wargames does Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is a brand new card game that has found its way over to the UK, and is at this moment in time playing catch up with America, as they are a set ahead of us, and we should eventually come back into sync with America once we get set 4. But I thought it was a good time to kind of introduce all you new guys out there to the game, the type of cards it plays, the battle area, the battle style, and just go from there. Our videos will consist of obviously pack openings, a lot of duels between many different leaders, and of course loads of deck profiles to help get you guys sorted. So without further ado, in this tutorial I'm going to take you through the different types of cards we have. Then on our next part I'll take you through the battle area, and then after that will be card effects, and then finally we'll actually have a duel to show you guys so you can see the ins and outs of Dragon Ball Super. So let's get started by saying that there are 4 different colours in the game at this moment in time. We do get a 5th, and that comes out in set number 3 for us in the UK, and that is black. So black is kind of like a banish deck, but we're not going to touch on that just yet because that does get a little bit more complicated, but we'll show you that throughout deck profiles and when we're playing duels. So the 4 colours we have at the moment are red. Now these are the aggressive type. These type damage and do double damage and stuff like that. You've got yellow. Yellow are a bit more conservative, but they have the ability to kind of flood the board and negate a little bit more, and can be very, very damaging. You have green, which kind of take out of your opponent's hand. So you reduce your opponent's resources and kind of hold them back a little bit. And then you have blue. Even though this looks red, you can tell the colours by the outline that they're bordered, and some are kind of colour coded like that. And then more specifically on the other side of this. So I'll explain that when we get to leaders. Blue are more about flooding the board with energy and reserving the cost. You can mix colours, so do not worry about that. We're going to keep it simple and stick with mono colours, so only be playing with 1 colour at this moment in time. But you can mix colours. Some of the more successful decks do mix colours, and there are deck leaders like this guy down here, Vegito, who allows your Gokus and Vegetas to become green, red and blue. But again, another complication that we'll cross when we get there. Anyway, we'll start off with our leaders. Now, our leaders go here, up in the leader area, and they stay there the entire time. You only have 1 leader per deck. Now, the way leader works is quite like he is you, in a sense. He is the only one that will take damage from your life points, which is down here. He is the only one that they can kind of hurt you with. Now, the way leaders work is they all have abilities, so auto abilities happen then and there. They are the first things to go off before anything else happens, so keep that in mind. We'll talk more about these different styles when we get there. As you can see, it's got a 10,000 base power. I'll bring this close to the camera if it wants to focus for us. There we go, so it has a base 10,000 power. Now, Awaken. Awaken is a thing that all leaders have. The majority of the leaders awaken when you have 4 or less life. Some other leaders awaken when you have 6 or less life. Now you'll find out that they don't get stronger when they flip over, their effects get better. So to awaken, when you hit 4 life or less, you draw 2 cards and you turn the card over. And when you turn the card over, they get an instant 5,000 boost power. Apart from those that evolve at 6, they stay at 10,000, but their effects get slightly better to help the deck out. Then on this card in particular, this one has a permanent that if you have 5 or more energy, it gets more power. Permanents are something that happens continuously throughout the entire game. There's nothing that changes that. And then his new auto is when it attacks, you draw 1 card, and then you choose 2 of your blue energy and switch them to active mode. So you reactivate your energy, and energy is kind of the cost that you pay. It's like a tribute summon, it's like the mana in Magic, and it's what you pay in order to play your battle cards and your extra cards, which we're now about to get onto. So we'll put our leader card in the leader area there. So we'll start off with our battle cards. Now our battle cards are distinguished by the word battle in the top right hand corner, and these are your monsters, these are your attackers, these are the ones that are going to deal damage to both your opponent and their monsters. It's got a cost to be played up here in the top left hand corner, which is free, and the 2 blue dots, which can obviously be red and green and all of that, are the minimum amount of mana that you have to play or energy you have to pay that is a blue card. So energy cards can go from your hand, and you can put anything in your energy area. Any card in your 50 card deck can go into your energy area, and you tap them sideways like that to use up that mana or that energy, and then at the start of your turn it stands back up. So in this example, this card would need 3, unless because of its effect all my energies is blue, then I can use 2 instead. Its power is 20,000, that's shown here in the bottom left hand corner. In the bottom right hand corner you've got its character. It's very, very tiny writing, so it might be a bit hard for you guys to see on the camera. But you've got its character, you've got its special trait, which is Saiyan, and then you've got its era, so it's Future Trunks Saga. So some of these are very relevant because you have search cards in the deck that specifically search out Vegeta cards or Saiyan cards or even Future Trunks cards and stuff like that. Up here, this is your combo power. This is what you play from your hand to boost up your monsters. So for example, if I was to attack with my leader, I would play this card from my hand into this combo area here, and my card would get an extra 5,000. Now I can play that without playing any mana because I've got a 0 cost there. If my card was in the battle area and was standing upright, again I could do the exact same thing. I can move him down to the combo area and give my leader or any of my battle cards an extra 5,000 attack points, and that's how you deal damage. So again, just to recap, you'd pay 3 in this one, at least 2 blues to play him into the battle area. To attack, I put him in defense mode and attack through. Now, I can attack other battle cards in the battle area if they're in defense mode like this or in attack mode. If they're standing upright, only specific cards that say that you are allowed to attack in that upright position will allow you to do so. Other than that, he can always attack a leader, and the leader will then take a damage of life. So I hope that's made the battle monsters clear. If you do have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Finally, we have the extra cards, again distinguished by the word extra in the top right hand corner, and again you've got the cost here, so it needs to take at least 1 energy and that energy must be blue. This one particularly is a counter attack, so when my opponent attacks, before they combo from their hand or anything like that, I can declare whether I want to use a counter, and if I do, I play this card by tapping 1 of my energy. This one then gets played down here, and that one again would negate an opponent's attack and reactivate 1 of my energy because that is its specific effect. But like I said, any card can be played in the energy, so you can play these cards in there as well. Do not worry about that. So the counters are very, very simple. Some other cards consist of like drawing or increasing your cards and certain stuff like that, and they can only happen at certain times, like there's activating main, activating battle and stuff like that. Now there are 3 areas of the battle which when we get to our next tutorial, as I go through the battle board, I can explain to you, and it consists of charge phase, which is the phase where you can play your energy down. You can only play that in the charge phase, which is like your main phase 1. You've then got your main phase or your active main. This kind of bounces back and forth with battle. This is where it gets a little bit complex because unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! Or stuff like that where you go main phase and then battle phase and you're locked in your battle phase, with this you bounce back and forth with your battle phase. So for example, I'll save that for the next tutorial and then we can dive into that a little bit more. Anyway, I hope this has kind of helped. I hope this has given you a couple of ideas about the kind of concept of it all. There is a tutorial app officially by Bandai that you can download on Android or iPhone, so I do highly recommend that you download that because that can be very, very helpful to get you into the game and actually give you an online presence to play against. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you found this helpful. Join us for our next part where I'll take you through the battle area and the stages of battle. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always guys, until next time, happy dueling.